our project on Richard P. Feynman. He spent his life studying and teaching math and science. He made many contributions to the math world, including his work on the atomic bomb. Feynman was a very interesting man who just dedicated his life to math and science. And now today with us we have Richard P. Feynman.
Hi, Mr. Feynman. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So, when did you first become interested in math?
Well, ever since I was a young boy, I had a strong passion for math. I was always a problem solver. In high school, everybody would come to me for math help. I was a math whiz.
So, what schools did you attend?
Well, I attended MIT for undergraduate and Princeton for graduate school. My professors wanted me to try a different school for graduate.
After you attended Princeton, where did you teach?
Well, I taught at Cornell and Caltech, but Caltech was by far my favorite.
Oh, that's fun. So now, tell me about your love life.
Well, I'm happily married to my beautiful wife, Arlene. Unfortunately, she has tuberculosis. We're fighting through this together.
I'm so sorry to hear about your wife. On a more positive note, tell me about your hobbies in college.
Well, at MIT, I loved racing people in math problems. It was exhilarating.
Favorite thing to do as a child?
Well, my favorite thing to do was fixing radios. My neighbors always came to me because I was the smartest kid on the block. Or, actually, the state.
So, Mr. Feynman, how did you used to fix radios?
Yeah, this hotel, the Thompson Hotel, was the first place that I fixed my radio. Fixing radios was where I got my first interest in math and science.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Hi, Dr. Feynman. What are you working on?
Oh, just a simple math problem.
Interesting. So I heard you worked on the atomic bomb. Why don't you tell us about that?
Well, I got a call, and I went to work underground at Los Alamos. Oppenheimer was in charge of the atomic bomb, and he needed me, a brilliant man, to do the math problem to make sure the bomb worked. Because of all my studies at MIT and Princeton, two of the most prestigious schools in the country, they asked me to work on the atomic bomb. Here, I was in charge of doing calculations and overseeing other people do their calculations so nothing went wrong. It was really interesting because I got to see the bomb being tested, and I learned a lot of new math.
Wow, sounds very interesting.
Thank you for coming to my lab.
Thank you for having me. I'm sorry, Dr. Feynman, your wife's not doing too well.
Okay. What's going on?
Her tuberculosis has gotten worse.
I'm so sorry, Arlene. I remember the first time we met. From then on, I knew you were the love of my life. I'll never forget the first time I tutored you. I'm really gonna miss you.
Hello, Dr. Feynman. Tell me about your Nobel Prize.
This is my Nobel Prize for my work in physics. It was presented to me by the King of Sweden. When I got it, I was very happy, but I didn't like all the attention that came with it.
Oh, that sounds very interesting. Where were you when you heard the big news?
It was late at night and I was sleeping.
Thank you for your time, Dr. Feynman.
Thank you.
Hi, Dr. Feynman. What are you looking at?
Oh, just pictures of my time in Brazil.
Why were you in Brazil?
I was a professor at the University of Rio. I taught physics and math. At this university, I taught in the morning time because in the afternoon I went to the beach. In the morning, I taught a brilliant group of students. However, by the end, I learned that their study skills weren't very good. I learned that they just memorized. They never asked questions because they thought they were wasting time and they didn't want to look stupid, which is not a good way to learn. So without questions, how are you supposed to learn physics or math? It's all about the questions.
Very interesting.
Yes.
So my sources tell me that you used to get in a lot of bar fights.
Yes. After my long classes at Cornell, this is where I come. This is where I got to my first bar fight. But don't worry, guys. I won. Well, ever since I was a young boy,
When did you first become interested in math?
I'm so sorry, Elaine. What's your name?
Go. I'm sorry, Dr. Feynman. Your wife's not doing so well.